Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we're gonna talk about a couple of different topics, but first, let's talk a little bit about what happened at Toronto Pro. So as you guys know, Sas Hirati ended up winning, finally. He finally won a pro qualifier, he's going to the Mr. Olympia, and it's an awesome story. Like, this guy competed like 5-6 times this year, and he was very persistent, and in the end, he managed. He got that Mr. Olympia qualification by beating Regan Grimes. Once again, did he really deserve it? Well, yeah, like I said in my pre-judging video, he was definitely harder than before. He improved his conditioning and his hardness, and with his thickness of muscle, with his density, that's all it took, for him to come in condition. He was probably even better at FIBO, but Andrew Jack was there, so he didn't win that one. However, he kind of failed with conditioning for New York and California Pro, but here, he tightened up just enough in order to win this show. As far as Regan Grimes, I don't think he improved much from Cali Pro. I think he was pretty much the same, the way he was at Cali and at New York, but it was still a good package from Regan. But Sas, I think Sas is a better bodybuilder. I think he is that good. It's all about whether he comes in good shape or not. And he kind of failed at those two last shows, but finally when he brought it, it was enough to win this show. So he deserved this victory for sure. He's going to the Mr. Olympia. And the way I see it, if he actually nails the conditioning for the Mr. Olympia, if he improves a little bit, if he comes in more conditioned, harder, fuller, if he brings something he brought to the FIBO, for example. At FIBO, you guys know, he actually beat Andrew Jack at the pre-judging. Yeah, he definitely did. I don't know if you guys remember, but he beat him by, I think, 1 point. And then at the finals, Andrew beat him by a few more points because Andrew improved significantly for the finals. But again, still, beating Andrew Jack at one part of the show is still a huge success. So I think Sas has better potential than Regan to crack the top 10 at the Mr. Olympia. If he nails it, if he really brings a really good level of conditioning and he delivers a really good peak. So props to him for winning this show, for staying consistent, for not giving up, and for ultimately achieving what he planned on achieving. Now, another interesting result from this show is Eric Janicky, here he's on the right, actually cracking that top 4 at this show. I mean, after the pre-judging, it looked like he was gonna be like 5th or 6th, because he wasn't the first call-out, he was actually the second call-out, and there were 4 guys in the first call-out, so it looked like he was gonna be 5th place at best. But he managed to climb up to the top 4, which I think is absolutely amazing, and I think it's absolutely deserved, because looking at him right here next to these two guys, he definitely compares really well. And I remember talking to him last year after, I think, Vancouver Pro. I think he did 2 shows. He tried to turn pro and he didn't do it. He was close to it, but he didn't get it. And at that time, he felt like he was never going to turn pro, that he should not do competitive bodybuilding, that he should focus on his social media stuff. And I think he spoke about that on his Instagram as well, on YouTube. So he decided to quit at a moment, but that's bodybuilding, man. Everybody gets discouraged from time to time, but if you truly love this sport, you continue grinding, you continue trying, and he did exactly that, and 1 year later, he actually managed to turn pro, and not only to turn pro, but actually to compete against the best pros in the world. I mean, Regan and Sas are like top 10 Mr. Olympia guys, and he stood next to them, and in some poses, he compared really well. Like, for example, in this back double bicep, he looks probably even better than Sas, to be honest. Regan's back double is really impressive. Like, there aren't a lot of guys who beat Regan in the back double, but honestly, Eric is comparing really well. If he had a little bit more hamstring separation, maybe bigger adductors, maybe a little bit wider lats, he would be right there. He also has the height that Regan has, so in some poses he compared really well against these top guys. So now he's not just a pro, he's actually a solid pro, a pretty good pro, and give him a couple of years. Like, this guy could be fighting against the very best in the world, and potentially we'll see him on the Mr. Olympia stage one day. So unlike some other influencers who turned pro, this guy is legit for sure. Do you guys remember this guy? His name is Courage Opara. He used to compete in Classic Physique, and at one point early on, when Classic Physique started, he was like one of the better Classic Physique bodybuilders. I'm not sure exactly where he placed at Mr. Olympia, but he was in the top. He was winning pro shows, and at one point he switched to 212, and now he won Toronto Pro, and he's going to the Mr. Olympia because he won the 212 division at Toronto Pro. And your Classic Physique Toronto Pro winner is Chan Kang. You guys gotta know this guy. He was fourth at the Mr. Olympia, I think in maybe 16, 17. And, he won Toronto Pro, I think, last year as well. He is not really like a top 10 material, but I think he can achieve that if he nails the conditioning. He usually struggles with really nailing the conditioning for the Mr. Olympia, but the guy has an amazing physique as well. So he won this show, congrats, he's going to the Mr. Olympia as well. Alright, the next thing we got is something a little bit off topic. We got a new physique update by Kevin Levrone, the legend of bodybuilding from the 90s, and you guys gotta remember his comeback when he was around 50, 51, 52, and he competed in open bodybuilding actually. At that point, some people thought he was gonna win the Mr. Olympia. He did look really good, but he wasn't that good. And now he's actually 60 years old, and this is what he looks like. He's actually still in great shape. I mean, he doesn't really have the size he had in 2016 when he was coming back to the Mr. Olympia stage, but he is still in great shape at the age of 60. I mean, the arms are there. He still has the size in those freaking arms. His arms used to be super, super massive, but now they are still pretty big, decent size. And as you can see, his body fat percent is very low. The abs are there. Overall, he just looks great. Does he plan on competing again, maybe in Classic Physique this time around or something like that? I don't think so. I don't think he should do it. I mean, I don't know what he looks like really, like when he does the poses, but I don't think there is a need for him to compete again. I mean, that comeback in 2016 was good. Like, a lot of people followed that. He gained some traction, and he became more popular, more than ever, probably at that point. But right now, it probably wouldn't make a lot of sense. Could he compete and look decent in Classic Physique for a 60-year-old? Probably. He would probably look better than most of the 90s bodybuilding legends, right? But no, I don't think he's going to compete. I mean, he looks great, he's in great shape, he looks healthy, he looks fit, he looks muscular as well, very lean. So overall, Kevin Levrone looks great. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Alright, the next thing we got is a new physique update by GoodVito. And this is current. He's prepping for the 2025 Mr. Olympia. You guys know that he partially tore his lat 1 week before Pittsburgh, so he wasn't able to compete, but it's not really a big issue. It's not like a huge tear. It's not like he tore his lat off the bone. It was just a partial tear in the muscle, and it seems like it's all fine now. There is no swelling. There is nothing that shows that he was injured. So I think he is completely fine. And he actually looks phenomenal right now. I mean, the conditioning looks absolutely great. Look at the legs and the details in those freaking legs. Like, this is pretty rare. I don't know if there are many bodybuilders today that have legs this big with these kind of details everywhere. Like, that lateral head is popping out, the vastus medialis is just cut up, shredded, the adductors are there, the rectus femoris is really separated. These legs are just absolutely nasty. And then also upper body. I mean, he has the size in the arms, in the shoulders, in the chest. It's such a shame that he didn't compete at Pittsburgh. I don't think he would be, I don't think he would play super high. He would probably be like top 5, maybe top 4, but something like that. Top 5, top 4. But as far as the Mr. Olympia, if he maybe improves a little bit more, mainly his posing, I can see him cracking the top 10. I mean, I can see so many guys cracking the top 10, and they can't all crack the top 10. There is way too many of them, but GoodVito is definitely one of those guys that has probably some of the biggest chances of being in the top 10. I think he's absolutely that good. And again, if he improves his posing mainly, his presentation, if he presents his physique in the best light possible, which is something he didn't really do at Brazil. Like, he was kind of close to Leandro, right? Like, it was a clear win, but, you know, Leandro kind of pushed him, and Leandro is not really a top 10 Mr. Olympia bodybuilder. So GoodVito definitely needs to improve his posing. I think that's the main thing. I think he is good enough to be destroying guys like Leandro. I think he's actually that good. He has some weak poses, but overall he is super impressive. He gets in crazy condition. He has the size, he has the symmetry, he has the proportions, the balance, and I think he can get more out of his physique with better posing. So hopefully he will practice that, make improvements, and deliver something really special to the Mr. Olympia stage. Alright, and finally we got something interesting from Shire. If you guys didn't forget about this guy, it's been a while since we saw something from him, and he says now he's 8.5 weeks out. I think he's doing temp, I'm not sure, but something like that. And here is what he looks like right here, right now. What do you guys think? Well, what I think is, I don't really see some crazy improvements from Justin, even though he took 2 years off. You know, I mean, he probably made some progress. I mean, you can't really train for 2 years and, you know, try really hard and, you know, eat and do everything and not change in 2 years. And also, like, he didn't get too fat the way Blessing did, so he needs to diet down and lose everything. You know, he did a nice lean off season, and he probably put on some muscle, but it's not like he's a completely different bodybuilder. No. But let's give him some time. Let's see how he's actually going to look once he's actually shredded. Because, yeah, I can see this guy winning a pro show. He already won a pro show, so he can probably do it again. He has, like, the shape. He has really small waist, really nice proportions, really good aesthetics. But he does lack size, and he is never really in crazy condition. But if he gained a little bit more muscle and he gets in crazy shape and, you know, he brings his usual symmetry and balance and all that, he can probably do pretty well, like winning a pro show again. And as far as placing at a Mr. Olympia, if he gets there, I don't think this guy is a top 10 bodybuilder. I mean, I have to be honest. Like, I had so many guys potentially being in that top 10. I gotta say that some guys won't crack the top 10. And if I had to choose somebody, I would say Shire would not get there. But we'll see. I mean, this year is going to be super, super competitive. So many guys are doing the Mr. Olympia, are qualified for the Mr. Olympia. And they're all really phenomenal. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Anyways, this is Justin right now. You guys tell me, what do you think about Justin or whoever from this video? If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.